We welcome in Frankie Fiddler. Good morning.
Good morning, Gary. Appreciate you having me.
First of all, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Are you prepared to be MF'd by Tom Izzo?
I mean, I have to be now, but uh, it's all love from his end, so I can take it for sure.
So this has been quite the process for you, and you found a place that is a great fit for you, and you're happy, which is the biggest thing for people that are Frankie Fiddler fans. But as you navigated through this, I mean, for people that don't know, it wasn't a slam dunk that you were just like, "Hey, I'm going to the portal. I'm leaving Omaha."
hmm
But you had Creighton, you had Nebraska, you had Wisconsin, you had Michigan State, and as you tried to sift through all of this to get to I'm a Spartan, why Michigan State ahead of all the others that either were publicly mentioned or had expressed interest in other ways?
Yeah, I think my biggest deciding factors were where I wanted to go somewhere where the tradition was winning and getting to the NCAA tournament, and Michigan State. I mean, they've been to eight Final Fours and 26 straight NCAA tournaments. Um, and I think that was a big plus for me for them. And then I also wanted to feel good around the team and feel wanted. So when I went up there, the official visit was really good. I enjoyed myself. I know my family liked it up there too, um, and yeah, those were the two big factors why Michigan State was over the other schools.
How much of the Big Ten? Because when it came down to your four teams, three out of the four were in the Big Ten. Did that have any impact at all? Just the conference alone, or is this more of just finding the right fit regardless of conference?
That was kind of the conference I thought that I could thrive in and would be a good fit for me. So I definitely when I was going through my when I was going through everything, I was looking at conferences as well and dissecting what fit would be best for me.
How was this process? I mean, you were pulled in different ways. You had a lot of people in your ear. You were trying to lean on some people to give you some advice. You had, I mean, I imagine your social media was just blowing up. But from the perspective of somebody who was in the portal, Frankie, how was this process?
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty crazy, especially at first. Uh, like back to back phone calls throughout the whole day. Um, you got reporters hitting you up on social media, and then random people getting your phone number. Um, and I don't know how they got my phone number, but calling me, text me to get interviews as well.
It was Gary.
Um, but I think he's not random. No, he's a good guy.
No, he gave the number out though.
um, but yeah, I think it benefited me cutting my list down because I mean those were the four schools that I was had the most interest in. So I think when I did that, it kind of all calmed down, and then I was able to focus on what I really wanted and find the perfect fit for me.
Was the official visit to East Lansing like a game changer? I mean, were you kind of set on maybe where you were going, and then you went to Michigan State?
I don't know if I was set because my mind was, I didn't want to do that to the coaching staff up there. I was open, I wasn't set on where I wanted to go, um, but the visit was amazing. I think the one thing that took me by surprise was how much of a family type atmosphere it is up there. Not with just the players or the coaches, but the whole fan base. So um, that was definitely a plus in my book when I went up there.
You were recruited in high school. You go through that process again. And as Gary asked, what this whole process was like, what stood out to you though when it came to comparing coming out of high school, not knowing what to expect, now having a little bit of an idea of how it goes, but also the stakes are a lot higher as well.
Yeah.
What stood out to you?
I think in high school it's a lot slower of a process. And
Mhm.
now I don't know how long the portal's official like open, but yeah, I know it's not a slow process anymore. Coaches, they got to give you their best pitch, and you got to trust them, and then hopefully go on visits and like it. So it's kind of like speed dating in a sense. That shocked me for sure.
So, as Frankie Fiddler is joining us, and Frankie yesterday made the announcement that he's going to play his final year of college basketball at Michigan State. You've been in the NIL world already here at Omaha with Aaron and the great folks over at Omaha Bull Market. So, you have a little bit of an understanding of how that works. But you know how the world of college basketball is working right now, Frankie. NIL is a big thing. I'm not looking for numbers, but when you were going on these visits, when does that conversation happen about NIL?
Yeah, it kind of varied from the colleges. So some schools don't like to talk about it unless you're really interested, or some schools will talk to you right away because they want to show how much interest they have in you. So um, I think it kind of depends on the college you're talking to, but um, everyone ends up talking about it at some point because that is the reality we're in now.
You don't have to give us figures, obviously, but was there ever a number or the potential earning that even just took you completely by surprise of, whoa, that's crazy?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think yeah. Ne- Never would I expected something,
Yeah.
especially in college.
How much, because you went on a visit up to Madison with your best friend, how much did you guys talk through this whole process? And then I have to ask, were you surprised that Chucky put his name into the portal?
Yeah, we talked a lot. I mean, when he was at Wisconsin, he we were he wanted me to come there with him. So not just as my close friend, but as a recruiter as well. We were talking, throughout the whole process about me, and and yeah, I was definitely surprised that he entered. He told me the night before he did, uh, so I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was coming when he told me. So it was crazy for sure. I was shocked.
Hey, you had a lot of people in your ear, but I think, the right people helped you. Um, and feel free to share or not, because, I got to ask this of, okay, is he really going to come back to Omaha? And I said, it's under consideration, but how important was it to you? Because I mean, you've done a lot of great things at Omaha in 3 years. You're on the verge of, would have been on the verge of becoming the all-time leading scorer. I know what you want, and you're going to get that at Michigan State. But the dynamic of your former head basketball coach and Chris Crutchfield trying to help you through this process and weed through some of the things that you're being told. Well, also, hey, if you want to come back and wear 23, it's open.
Mhm.
How was that dynamic? Still talking, and they're going to be friends for life. And you saw the love on social media you got from the coaching staff. How was that dynamic as you tried to work through all of this?
Yeah, I mean, me and Coach Crutchfield's relationship is it's really like father like son. He's a mentor to me, and it really started ever since he took the job at Omaha. I've kind of always just trusted him, and we built that relationship from day one. So uh, when I went into his office and asked for some advice, and he told me, he's an open book. Anytime I need it, I could come talk to him, uh, and I use that as an advantage because I know he's been at big schools, and he's been with high level players that he could help me work through some of this stuff, and he did. So I'm super grateful for that guy, and we're family for life.
And piggybacking off of what Gary asked there, I think in most situations where you see a mid or low major school lose a player of your caliber to a place like Michigan State or to any of the other 3 schools that were in contention? You think, oh, it's a no-brainer. You appreciate your time and you're easy to turn the page. Just the conversations that I've had with Gary and just knowing your experience in Omaha, I feel like this was probably a tougher exit than maybe what most would consider. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely had a lot of hard thoughts and thinking nights about coming back to Omaha, just because, I poured my heart in it for the past 3 years, and I had to make the decision if I wanted to do it for one more year at Omaha, but I ended up not, and I'm just, I'm happy, happy that I found a good place for me.
And there's a lot of people happy for you. Final question, and we'll let you get back to your sleep. So what's the next step in your game? Because we can talk about, hey, it's cool that you're the first Michigan State portal guy they've gotten since Tyson Walker in 2021, and you were one of their top priorities. But then you're going to go and put it on the floor, and I know that you don't want to disappoint yourself or anybody else. What do you think now is the next step for you to evolve your game to finish strong at Michigan State? And then I know you have the ultimate dream of playing this professionally.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing will be adapting to the new level, and I just got to take that day by day when I get to Michigan State. Learn the small things, just kind of be a student of the game when I first get there, and be able to learn the nuances of playing in the Big Ten. But for myself personally, I think, getting stronger and kind of just polishing up my game some more this year is going to help me a lot for next year.
Hey, my man, congratulations. I'm happy for you because you're happy and the family is happy. I'm gonna miss you, of course, and I hope your family won't be strangers, that we'll see them once in a while at Baxter Arena.
Yes, sir, Gary. Thank you, guys.
Hey, that's Frankie Fiddler. Good luck. Former Bellevue West, former Maverick, and now he will be a Michigan State Spartan.